tech and gadgets for you. And today we're going to be talking about the iPad Pro M2 chip. Now, this is probably my new favorite tech item out of all of them. I said that in my AirPods video, that was probably my second, and then it was my phone. This iPad Pro M2 is now my most favorite tech item out of all of them. And I'm going to be telling you a little bit about what I think about it and if you should buy it. Now, if you do enjoy this video and you want to see more videos like this in the future, then leave a like and subscribe and hit that bell so you won't miss any future videos. Now, let's get started on the M1 and M2 chips. The M1 chip is very good. M2 chip, just a little bit better. Now, there are two versions of the iPad Pro. There's the M1, M2, and I like both of them, but I got the M2 because that was the one Apple was selling. But don't get me wrong, the M1 is still very, very good compared to the M2. It's just the M2 is a little bit faster. Now, the M2 can do a little bit faster stuff, as you normally should suspect, and a new chip. It downloads quicker, uploads faster, just loads stuff faster. It's basically just a faster chip. That's basically the only difference between the M1 and M2. So I ran an Antutu benchmark on my iPad Pro, and here are the scores. I'll put them up on screen right now. So for all you tech nerds out there who want to see the CPU, GPU, and all that extra stuff, here, that's on screen right now so you can see it. And that's how my M2 iPad Pro did. So I'm going to be talking about the iPad Pro screen next. There's two versions of the iPad Pro. You have the 11-inch and the 12.9-inch. And they're both Liquid Retina displays, but the 12.9-inch is a Liquid Retina XDR display, so it's a little bit bigger and a little bit better. But they're both very good screens. And in my personal use of the 11-inch, I haven't found really any problems with the quality of any pictures, videos, anything I'm looking at. So I think this 11-inch screen is very good, especially for people who like to do editing, video editing, photo editing, or just watching videos. This screen is perfect for all of that because it's a very good screen. And it can go to a 600 nit brightness, so if you want to use it outside, it's good enough to look at. Now, the battery on this thing is good. In my personal use, I haven't had it go below 50% in all this time of using it. Video editing, recording, watching videos, and looking at the web. And on Apple's website, it says it does a 10-hour battery life of searching the web with the Wi-Fi, and 9 hours of searching the web on cellular battery life. So it's pretty good battery. I've had better battery on other devices, but this battery is good enough for what it does. So if you're going to be video editing, photo editing, or just using the web, it is a very good battery life. And of course, like the other iPad Pros, it uses USB-C to charge, which is perfect because now I can charge this with all my other devices. And it has a new USB-C type that it can use, and it's the fast USB, so it can use fast USB-C charger. So now you can charge your iPad Pro faster. Now, you probably don't need good cameras on an iPad, but let's just talk about them anyway, because these cameras are pretty good for what they are. And I went to a park yesterday and took pictures using this iPad. And I'll put some pictures up right now. But when I was using it and I looked back at the pictures, I could see that they weren't as good as my iPhone 14 Plus's pictures. You can definitely see a lot of when you zoom in, a lot of the pixels and all the graininess, it doesn't look as good. But even when it's not zoomed out, it still doesn't look good. Now, I did take a video in 4K, and the video in 4K for some reason looked better than my pictures, which is kind of weird because normally when I take pictures, it looks better than my video. But the video in 4K looked very good, but the pictures for me didn't look very good. And my iPhone definitely takes better pictures, so I'm still going to use my phone. Okay, so for me, when I use this iPad, I really like it by itself. But another thing that makes it very, very good is the Apple Pencil and the Magic Keyboard. Now, I know there are other alternatives to the Magic Keyboard, but for me, I really like it. It makes my experience with it very fun and very efficient. Plus, the Apple Pencil, that makes it even funner because it's just fun to use a pencil. I don't know what else to say about that. It's just cool. A cool feature that is only for the M2 iPad is called Apple Pencil Hover. So if you put your pencil a couple millimeters from the screen, it'll show what you're going to click on. So if you're on the home screen and you put it a couple millimeters, whatever icon, widget, or app you're going to use, it'll grow larger, so you'll know what you're going to click on. But that's not really, I don't know why they just put it on the M2. I don't know why they didn't put it on the M1, but If you want to have a Apple Pencil hover feature on your iPad, then get them too, I guess. But I do recommend getting at least a keyboard and the Apple Pencil, or just a pencil. So I recommend getting a keyboard or the pencil. Here's my conclusion on the iPad Pro. I really like this thing. It's a lot of fun to use. It's very powerful, very fast. And plus, again, with the Magic Keyboard and the Apple Pencil, it makes the experience much funner and more efficient. But here's the big but for you. If you don't need an iPad that's very powerful, you're not a video editor, photo editor, or artist, then you don't need this iPad. I recommend getting the iPad Air because that one's very powerful and not as expensive as this. This iPad is very expensive, and this is for pro people only, like video editors, photo editors, and artists. So if you're not one of those people type of people, then I don't recommend getting this iPad. But if you are one of those people, then definitely get this iPad. This is very, very good iPad for you to use, and that's what I think about it. If I did help you in this video decide if you're going to get an iPad Pro, then leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe and hit that bell so you won't miss any future videos. This is Tech and Gadgets for you, and I will see you in the next video.